If there's one thing that New Orleans is full of, it's random violence against random people, but this must be like the unluckiest place on the planet because all the random violence is from the fellas, and the victims are way too often white people. Let's take a look at this story from the French Quarter.
He's dangerous, watch out! He's hitting people, watch out!
This man was terrifying. All he wanted to do was hit people. He didn't care.
The video will make you gasp. In it, a man is seen walking around Bourbon and Dumaine streets, choosing random targets, then hitting them.
I saw him punch 4 people.
Calicia Smith saw the bizarre scene unfold last Wednesday night while celebrating her birthday.
My one thought was, you hurt my friend and you can't get away with it, and we won't let you do this here in our community.
I was struck here.
That friend, Don Kesslering, says he came without warning.
I fell down on the ground, got up, and my hands were just numb and in pain at the same time. And I realized that a man struck me. This was a random act of violence, and it's a misdemeanor. It's not a misdemeanor to me because I went to the hospital.
The two are still trying to make sense of it.
So my question is, how do you prevent this man from hurting someone else?
But say the situation taught them there is good in people.
And you have everybody, black, white, tall, short, old, all, and we were trying to just stop. We were trying to stop him without hurting anybody, all together. Just because one person is broken doesn't mean all the French Quarter is scary.
And while those targeted try and heal,
So we really want people to keep an eye out for him.
their message to others is be on the lookout.
If something happens like this to people, say something, do something.
Because this random act, they say, could happen again to anyone, anywhere.
And by some crazy coincidence, this fella in Charleston, West Virginia, did the same thing just a few weeks ago. Except this gets really strange. Okay, not only did this fella go around downtown Charleston punching white people in the face, we've only found 3 of them so far. Where do you get a load of this story that he was involved in? Yeah, it's one of these stories you have to wait till the end.
Charleston police say they are still searching for a man they say shot a 45-year-old man, leaving him in serious conditions here at CAMC General Hospital. They say the shooting happened just before 9:30 p.m. Friday night at the Capitol Hotel parking lot, which is located on Washington Street East and Leon Sullivan Way. Police say the 45-year-old victim of Bluefield, West Virginia, was shot in the stomach and shoulder. They say the victims both spoke with them at the scene before going to the hospital. Police are still searching for the man that pulled the trigger, and they say he ran across the parking lot towards Capitol Street after pulling the trigger. Police describe him as a young, thin black man who was wearing a blue hooded shirt and some khaki pants. Police did arrest a 35-year-old Charles Hayes of Charleston after they say he punched the victim several times in the face after he was shot. Hayes faces a misdemeanor battery charge.
Yeah, this was another case of a random white guy that was attacked by a random black person. And then this random guy, I don't even want to call him crazy. So the white guy's got a bullet in him, maybe 2. And this dude, the random puncher, he comes up, starts punching him in the face as he's wounded and bleeding out. He punches him in the face, and then, because that's how they roll in Charleston, they don't put up with this kind of nonsense. They're really tough on black crime there.
Please, sir, I want some more.
They charged him with a misdemeanor. Because charging people with a crime for punching people in the face, well, that does kind of make the black kids angry.